Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 28 for the event Marriage Prospects. In continuation of the previous video, we are going to study this example number 28 on the extramarital affair. Example 28, extramarital affair or relationship. Now let us examine the birth chart. Now let us examine the next chart, a male chart. And we will study the natal chart, basic study. And also let us keep open the significators. Seventh Lord, Lagna is which sign? Lagna falling in the sign of Leo. Seventh cusp is falling in the sign of Aquarius. Seventh Lord Saturn, as per the degree, it is falling in the ninth house, in the sign of Venus. So, seventh Lord, sixth Lord occupying ninth house in the sign of Venus. So, seventh Lord is connected to sixth house and ninth house and also sign of Venus. That Venus is posted in the 11th house, conjoined with the Lagna Lord Sun in the sign of Moon, conjoined with the Ketu also. Venus posted in the 11th house, it is good. Saturn also aspect into the Venus. So 7th Lord posted in the 11th, 9th house, and 11th, that sign Lord is posted in the 11th house. These are all supportive for multiplicity, 7, 9, and 11. And any other planet is influencing Saturn, 7th Lord. Jupiter is aspecting to Saturn. Jupiter is improving that to 5th Lord and 8th Lord. 5th Lord, 8th Lord from the 3rd house, from the sign of Scorpio, aspecting to the 7th Lord. In Saturn, 7, 9, 11 connected planet, 6, 7, 9. It is supported by 5, 8, 3. So this is all indicating some multiplicities further supported by the Jupiter. That to 5th house, 8th house are all connected. So I think it is indicating basically some weak signification, and also Karaka planet Venus also conjoined with the Sun and Ketu. So Venus conjoined with Sun and Ketu and influenced by Mars. They are also indicating that 7th house matter, that is 7th Lord Venus in natural zodiac, that is also afflicted, also aspected by Mars. 9th Lord from the 6th house. They're all supportive for such supportive significations. And also you can see 7 is supported by 6th house strongly, and also 9th house. It can also support for some problem or some struggle in the first marriage. And also in addition to that, it will support for the multiple relationship. Also it can support for the more than a marriage, because the Jupiter 5th Lord, 8th Lord aspecting to the 7th Lord in the 9th house, and also same Jupiter is aspecting to the Venus, Sun, and Ketu, which are all posted in the 11th house, in the sign of Cancer, where Ketu posted is 12th occupant. That Jupiter is also aspecting to them, further supporting these planets by way of 9th aspect. So always such a grouping of planets and such grouping of houses are involved, then it will indirectly indicating it is all supportive for such interest, right? Now we have to look at the destiny. So let us check the 7th Lord. 7th Lord is Saturn and 7th sublord is Moon. So let us check 7th Lord Saturn. Yes. 7th Lord Saturn. Saturn is posted in the sign of Venus. That Venus, if you see, 3-11-1-5-9-4. So that is supportive. That Venus is conjoined with the Sun. That Sun is 1 and 11. And in conjoined with the Ketu, 12th occupant, and representing Moon. So 2, 6, 7, and 12 supported by Ketu, all indicating supportive for such with pleasure also. And Saturn in this star of Moon. Saturn is in this Saturn in the sign of Venus. that Venus connected planet we check, that Saturn representing Rahu. Rahu is favorable for 7, 11, 1, 5. Star Lord Moon is 12th occupant, 2nd, 2, 16, and 7 and 8. And you can see when 7 is connected to 8th house, 10th house, 12th house, and Moon is also influenced by other supportive houses, planets. Moon in the sign of Venus itself. Venus again. Saturn in the sign of Venus. In the star Lord Moon is also in the sign of Venus. You can see Moon and Venus. They are all in sign exchange. So Moon is getting the support of the Venus strongly. And Moon in the star of Rahu. Rahu again you can see 7, 11, 1 and 5. Sublord again Moon. So you can see 7th Lord is connected to 1, 5, 7, 11 and strongly 8th house. And Venus also connected 1, 5, 3, 11 houses. And all these planets are connecting Rahu, Moon, Saturn, Ketu, all connected, and Venus is connected by way of Rasi Lord, sign exchange. Venus conjoined with the Sun, everything is fine. So they're all connecting to these such planets that we are able to find it here. So now 7th sublord we have to check. 7th sublord planet. 7th sublord is Moon. Now let us check the Moon. Just a minute. Moon planet, we have to check. Yes. 7th sublord Moon is posted in the sign of Venus in the star of Rahu. Rahu is strongly supportive for such houses, and with the Mars. Mars planet, we can see that 4th Lord, 9th Lord occupying 6th house and 11th cuspal sublord. So Rahu getting the support of the Mars strongly, and that Rahu is getting the aspect of the Venus, Sun also. So that is also strongly favorable. So that Venus, we know that significations, and Sun also we know the signification. So we can see the grouping of 7, 7, 11, 1, 5 supported by Venus. Venus also 3, 11, 1, 5, 9 supported by Sun 1 and 11. So they're all supportive for such a relationship. And Rahu also connected. Mars is also adding fuel to that because it is 9th Lord and Karaga planet for the libido, that Mars is also joining hands with that, adding more value. And Rahu represents Saturn 7 and 9. That is posted in the sign of Venus and aspected by Jupiter. That Jupiter is the planet aggravating the things, right? So that way Jupiter, Rahu is getting the support of the Jupiter also indirectly through the Saturn. And 12 level planet Moon itself is coming, sub-level Jupiter, star lord of the sublord also Jupiter. So 3, 9, 3, 9 strongly present. They're all, the Jupiter is passing its rudal link to the Saturn indirectly to Rahu. So all the planets. So 7 is supported for the relationship, and also supportive for the 3, 3, 3, 9, supportive for multiple relationship, and also it is supportive for more than a marriage also. So that 7th sublord is supportive for such a relationship, that is strongly signified by the planet. Now that native is running Mercury Dasa, then prior to that Saturn Dasa. So let us check Saturn Dasa and Mercury Dasa. Saturn, you can see Saturn is good, the star of Mercury, and supported by Rahu, against sub of Moon, and again, Saturn, the star of Moon, and supported by Ketu, and sub of Moon again. Saturn in the star and sub of Moon, and that Moon is in the star of Rahu is very good. And again, star lord of the sublord also Rahu. You can see the grouping 7, 9, 3, 7, 11, 1, 9, 5, and Moon. I am talking about only the rulers, but you can check the planet which are all influencing Saturn. Saturn is aspected by Jupiter, is a good significator. You can see 5, 3, 3, 3, 9. And that is the strong favorable key planet for the multiplicity, multiple relationship in the 7th sublord. In the destiny planet, strong unfavorable planet, not unfavorable, strong favorable planet for the relationship is Jupiter. The Jupiter is influencing the Saturn, and Jupiter is actually aspecting to Venus and Sun. So that is a additional point. And Moon is having connecting to the Ketu, representing Ketu. That Ketu also aspected by Jupiter. So indirectly, Moon is also getting the support of the Jupiter. That way, it is all supportive. So that way, because many planets are connected to each other, that it is supportive for such a relationship in Saturn Dasa, and of course Mercury also. Mercury indicating some problem in the relationship, but it is supportive for the external relationship strongly by the sublord, right? So that way, this is indicating multiple relationship, and more than a relationship, and more than a marriage also, and sexual interest. All these things are strongly indicated by this planet in this chart. I think in the five different charts we discussed, I think you would have understood the role of the planets involved, along with that lagna. Definitely lagna also will be playing role. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11 houses, and role of Mercury, Venus, Mars, Sun, Rahu, Ketu, and of course Saturn also can be joining hands with that. So when they are all grouped, they are forming such groups and signifying such things. It is all supportive for such external relationship or more than relationship. And when it is getting married, it is obviously it is going to be called as extramarital affair. I think you are able to understand, and we will see in the next video. Thank you. Good luck. Hope you have understood. We will study the next example in the next video. Thank you.